We've got someone else in the chat with us. We got a dog. Welcome, everybody. This is the Total 90 Show. I'm your host, Hugh Bartlett. I'm here with one of my players, Keaton Bradley. Keaton, how are you doing?
Good.
Good. We're going to go over some film. Keaton and my team played against each other in a final, so we're just going to go over a couple of moments when Keaton had the ball at his feet or was involved with the play. So first one, this was a defensive pressing moment where my team had the ball and Keaton was applying pressure. This led to actually a shot. So we're just going to let this play. Real quick, one thing I do want to come back on. So one of the things that I noticed on this is the angle that you're pressing and your body shape with the player. If you notice, he's got his arm extended. You don't have to put up with that. You can knock that arm down and get in tighter if you want to, within reason. Like, don't punch him or kick him or anything like that. But you can pull that arm out the way so that you can get closer to him. He can't stiff arm you. That's not legal. So right here, he cuts the ball back to your inside, and then you get caught running by him. So that's something you need to be aware of. Your body shape tells the player with the ball if he can do this. So as you approach this player, just be aware he will probably try and cut it back. Sometimes players use that opportunity to meg you, to put it between your legs and then do the same thing. So anyway, he gets by you here. You stay involved. He passes it. Good little shove there. I love that kind of stuff. And we're going to let this play. We lose possession here. Ball gets out to you. You beat my defender. You're going at your teammate. Okay, right here. This is what I want us to look at. You're on the ball. You've got a player breathing down your neck. He's coming to steal that ball. You've got a player to your right and this player here. What is the best option for you at this moment? What do you think is a good decision to take?
The one to my right.
What's that?
The one to my right.
One to your right. Okay, I'm going to challenge you. This is a higher level play. So we're going to move all these guys into position. These guys are out the way. So if you notice where we are on the field, this is you with the ball, right?
Yeah.
All right, looks like you got your 10. And my 6 is here. Okay, so if you notice, you see how high my team is? You see how we're right next to the halfway line?
Mm-hmm.
The pass that I would like to see a player like you make is, let's see if I can, other way. Hold on. It's been a while since I've used this. Is right here. I don't know why I can't delete this. It's unfortunate. Oh, here we go. Okay. So if you notice, we've got all the space back here, right? This player, if we go back here, he is ready to make that run. So something that we can start to do at your level is not necessarily play teammates' feet, but play it into space. So if you play the ball here, he can then run onto the ball, and he's got no one in front of him. It's just him and the keeper. Okay, so we're going to just let it play. And as you take more touches, the play starts to collapse. Notice my number 6 comes in. You're relying the 7. He's on your back as well. And then my right back, he is going to step to you. And then you're forced to make a bad pass. And we get the ball. Now, you're able to win the ball back here, kind of. Apply some pressure. We're trying to keep possession. We're trying to build out. Y'all are doing a great job keeping the ball in our defensive third. We are struggling. You guys are right there. And I don't know if you remember this. This is an opportunity for a goal here. All right, so we're going to bring it back. Do you know what it's called when you have a right-footed player playing on the left wing? Do you know what that's called?
Inverted winger.
An inverted winger. That's exactly what you're doing here. And I have a feeling your coach put you here so that you could take shots with your right foot on the goal, right? So here is a perfect opportunity to be an inverted winger. And I love that you just said, I'm taking the shot. I don't care. This is something that as you get older, these will be automatic shots. Where are you looking to place this ball now that you're looking at this angle? Where should you place this ball?
The right.
Right back here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think you just took the opportunity. You swung at it. If that ball is a little bit lower, I think that's a goal. So that was a really good shot. Glad you took that to begin with. All right, we're going to keep moving. 5:54. Here we go. I'm not sure. Oh, this is just a very quick one. So this was off a kickoff. We had just scored a goal. Notice this player creeping up. Okay, so who is closer to the ball, you or him, right now?
Him.
Him. He's closer. So as he moves forward, who's closer to the ball, you or him? Him, right? So as soon as your teammate kicks the ball, you have to recognize that this guy is going to be on top of you very quickly. And he does. He presses high immediately. And he puts you in a really bad position. Now, this is your teammate's fault. Your teammate should have recognized this. Who's closer to you, the ball or him? This guy is closer to you. So by the time the ball gets to you, he's going to beat the ball to you and be able to make a tackle. So if I were you, I would create a different angle, or I would step back away from the halfway line to give yourself more space. If we look at what happens, there's a 50-50 here. He winds up winning it, and then we have the ball. And this is right after y'all's kickoff. This is the time that you want to keep possession as much as possible. So we get the ball, and I'm just going to move on. Just an opportunity. That wasn't your fault, but sometimes you're given lemons, and you have to turn it into lemonade, right? So that was a lemon of a pass. You have to take that pass and do something. What you could have done is maybe done a turn. Instead of using the inside of your foot, you could have turned with the ball and then protected it to prevent him from taking it. So keep moving. This is a really good dribble and carry that you have right here. Ball pops out to you. Good tackle. You win it. You make Omar, great job, win a 50-50, and now you're off to the races. So right here, this is a very, very physical play here from Omar. So in this moment, notice Omar's looking at the ball. You're looking at the ball. So both of these players are about to play the ball, okay? Now, Omar uses his strength and knocks you down. You guys win the foul, but if we actually look at this on the playback, this is not a foul. This is a legal tackle. So you have to be prepared. The notes that I wrote here, this was a great effort. You beat two of my players. This tackle was a clean tackle. You need to protect yourself and use your body to better protect the ball. So what we could have done here is you took a great first touch with the left foot. As Omar is starting to cut this angle off, maybe change direction. Take a turn, touch the ball away from him. Which you can, another thing you can do is to step in between the defender and the ball. Basically putting your body between the defender and the ball. And what this does is this protects the ball, guarantees a foul. Now you guys got the foul. Great job. Now we're going to move forward a little bit because this actually winds up working in your favor. Do you remember what happens next?
I score, I think.
You do. You do. So this is a free kick here. Hold on. I thought you did. Hold on. It was, I swore you scored off of that one. It might be another. This is where you score right here. Wait. Oh, okay. It wasn't that foul. There was another opportunity. This is at 10:43. Just hanging with me. Okay, here we go. So you're going to get a ball here, played to you. Good first touch, you're driving at the goal. There's your goal. Great job. So let's break this down. This is excellent position, recognizing that there is a counterattack on. Your team has just won the ball back. You're stepping into the space between these two defenders. He plays you the ball. Now, this pass is pretty crummy. If you watch this pass, it bounces right before it gets to you. That's not a very good pass. I don't know if you did this on purpose, but you took the perfect touch to use this bounce pass and knock it into your path. Do you remember what we call these turns?
Half turns.
Half turn. So you did a perfect half turn here. Usually half turns are done with your feet. You did this with your knee, which is that's a high level touch that you're not going to see very often at this age. And now you're off to the races. You're using your speed. I also want to commend you here. Your first touch right here is with the left foot. That's very rare for a player who's a right-footed player to take that first touch with the left. And then you took it inside, which is exactly what you're supposed to do as an inverted winger. You're faster than Jackson, so just keep the burners on. Just keep the speed going. You take another right-footed touch inside, and you're setting up your shot. Notice your body position is to the left of the ball. This is exactly how you want to attack the goal as an inverted winger. And my defender is letting you shoot. I don't know why, but he's giving you this angle. You wind up and you take a shot. Not the best of shots, but you got to shoot. This is something that I'd like to see you work on. So far, you've had 2 shots on goal. One of them went over the top. One of them went right at my goalkeeper. So if we're looking at accuracy of our shots, not the greatest accuracy, but you're getting shots off. So for me as a coach, I'm seeing that's success, because shots can be fixed. We can fix how you aim your shots. It's the creation of shots that's the most difficult part. So anyway, you get the goal. Great job. We're going to keep it moving. 15-30. This is just good pressure right here. I love this. Just moving on. I just wanted to recognize the pressure. One thing that we could work on is just our body position, where we're standing, how we are showing the player with the ball where our body is. Next up, this is something that I just want to point out. This one has to do with your body language when something doesn't go your way. Coaches are always watching this. I noticed it as I was watching the film. And then this is also a great opportunity to show a bad offside call. Okay, so here we go. We're building. Notice you have this is Ben here. The offside rule.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of. Do you remember kind of? Okay, so offside, it starts at the halfway line. So Ben right here, he's onside.
Mm-hmm.
All right? And we're going to watch. And I think right here. So the moment the ball is kicked, the moment this ball gets kicked, where is Ben? Is Ben onside or offside here?
Onside.
Onside. Now, watch his position. Okay? This referee, this is a very young referee. So by the time he looks at Ben appears to be in an offside position. And so he's going to call it. If you notice, he's going to lift his flag up. Boom. Flag is up. You see it? You guys are on a breakaway. This was a terrible call. And I'm not even going to turn on the audio. Your coach was furious, and rightfully so. Okay, so they call offside. Let me bring it back. Okay, so this first reaction, justifiable. I see why you would be upset. He raises the flag, whistle's blown. What? Are you kidding me? Oh, man. I totally get that. Now, this right here, this is excessive, unnecessary. Try not to do that. Try to control your emotions. At this moment, get your team back into it. Say, hey, don't worry about it. Let's play. You know how I always coach. I always do bad ref rules at practice. It's for this reason. you're going to get bad calls. It's just a matter of fact. All right, so let's keep moving. The ref goes over there, goes, my bad. I'm going to give you guys a free kick at halfway. Here we go. I think Nico takes his kick. So before we play this, I just want to say excellent effort. This is called a poacher's goal. It means you're not giving up on the play and you're prepared for anything to happen. All right, let's let it play. The only way this goes in is you just don't give up on the play. My goalkeeper should have absolutely picked that up. Absolutely. I don't know what he was doing. It happens. For whatever reason, you decided to keep running on the play, and it allowed you this easy tap-in. So, great job. That's called a poacher's goal. You're just waiting for any ball to drop to your feet, smash it in, easy goal. Great job. Let's watch the celebration. Well done. Good job. Good job. 17:28. Okay, last thing. I think, are we making good time? 15? I can keep going if you want. I only wanted to pull out like 6 or 7 different moments. So 18. Here we go. Again, I just got to commend your off the ball movement, your off the ball shape. You're showing your teammate that you're ready to receive the ball on the back foot or possibly a through ball. This is the body shape that you want to show your teammates. You don't want to be chest forward, always looking for that through ball. You want to be half on, half off, showing that teammate, hey, I can receive it to my back foot if you need me to, or I can take one over the top. So he recognizes it, and credit to your teammate. He passes the ball between these two players, which gives you an amazing through ball. Now, this I want to talk about. Again, great left foot first touch. You're getting really good at that. I'd keep working on that. That's going to really help you as a right-footed player playing on a left wing. Now, in this moment here, could you have taken another touch?
Yes.
Yeah. So with that second touch, could you have given yourself a better angle to take a shot on goal?
Yeah.
I think so. So let's pull it back. So he gives you kind of a heavy pass. You get on the end of it. First touch here, and now you're winding up for the shot. You've already, in your mind, told yourself, I'm taking the shot here. I wouldn't be so set on what you're going to do right here. I always tell players, use the lines of the box as kind of a tool. If you're on the outside of the box, it's a good place to shoot. But when you're on the left side of the box, you want to try and get that ball up into this corner. All right, let's move these lines around. So you're way back here. This is awesome. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 players breathing down your neck. He's here and he's here. Okay, so this angle, not the best angle, and the ball's actually like way back here. So notice you've got all this space here, right? If I were you, I would take the touch here, and then we can have a better angle onto the goal here. You see it?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's let it play. All right, you're taking that shot on the edge of the box there. And it's a good shot. I got to commend you on that. I mean, you forced my keeper to make a play. And during this final, he was not making plays. He was dropping the ball. So credit to you for just testing him, seeing what we could do. And he doesn't catch it, which causes a little bit of chaos. And then in addition, I love how you get back on defense quickly. I don't know if you saw how fast you – so the shot gets off. You're watching. You're kind of jogging back. And then immediately you're sprinting behind the ball. Coaches love to see this kind of effort. Continue to do this. Getting back behind the ball on defense. Because, look, the ball hasn't left my third yet. You guys have been pressuring nonstop. Nico goes for a shot. That could have easily been a goal as well. So this was just all around a good attack by you, challenging my goalkeeper. and then pressing high up the field to try and create more opportunities, which you guys did. You got another shot on goal. Okay? I'm going to leave it there. If you'd like, we can keep going. We can just watch a couple more clips, or I can let you get back to your day. What do you want to do?
Well, I want to watch a couple more clips.
I love it. Okay. Let's go. Okay, so I don't know anymore. I'm just going to click through. These are ones where you're tagged. Let's fast forward. Looks like you're playing left. Did you ever play left back in the final, or was it always left forward?
I think it was left. I think that was left mid, maybe.
Left mid. Okay. So I'm not sure why this is. Oh, this. I think this is a goal. Yeah. Let me get to one of y'all's goals. Oh, you're on the far side of the field now. It's good defense, good cover. So actually, this is a good moment here to talk about this. Do you remember pressure, cover, balance? Do you remember that defensive first defender, second defender, third defender?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so first defender, you want to pressure the ball. Second defender, you want to cover the player that's pressuring. And then the third player, you want to provide balance. So here, Oliver's got the ball. He finds that winger. Your left back steps to the ball first. So he's applying what?
Pressure.
Pressure, which means you have to do cover, right?
Yeah.
So that you do that instinctively. So he's pressuring the ball. Immediately you get behind him, and now you're applying the cover. And what you're able to do is you're able to slow him down. Again, applying that cover. You're letting that guy in front of you apply the pressure, and you're in behind him in case he gets beat. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. He gets behind him, knocks the ball out, no problem. So one thing that we could do here is recognize a rotation. And my players had started to do this in this final. So let's see. How are we going to do this? You're actually playing on the right wing. No, you're still left wing. You're still left wing. Okay, so here. We're way over here like this. Do you know the numbers? Have you been taught the number positions yet?
No.
No? All right, so I'm going to go through it really quickly. It's important that you know these things. It's a shame that your coach didn't teach you this, but this is something that the higher you go into your soccer career, you need to know this. This is something you absolutely need to know. So 7, 6, 4, 2, 3. All right, ball is over here. All right, so let's just quickly go through these. So the red team, you always start with the goalkeeper. If the red team is defending this goal, that means they're attacking this goal. So these 3 are our defenders, our backs. The 3 is on the wrong side. The 2 is the right back. The 3 is the left back. So you go 1, goalkeeper, right back, left back. Got it? All right. Right now we're only playing 9v9, but if we were playing 11v11, the 4 and the 5 are your center backs. Okay? So I leave the 5 out because we're only playing with 1 center back. The 6 is your center defensive mid. So this is like your
CDM.
Your CDM, your Casemiro, your Tony Cruz, Jude Bellingham sometimes plays here. All right, so your 6 is your CDM. The 10, everybody knows the 10, is the CAM, the center attacking mid, right? Your 11 is your – I did this wrong. Your 7 is your right winger. Your 11 is your left winger. and then your number 9 is the center forward. Okay? And if we bring in all of the positions, it kind of makes sense. So you got the 6, remove these. 6, 8, and 10. Your 8 is what's called a box-to-box midfielder. This is like your Luka Modric, right? He can go from here to here to here to here, left, right. He's supposed to do everything. Either sometimes he plays like a 10, sometimes he plays like a 6. He's like a hybrid player. These are my favorite players on the field. That's why I always wore number 8. The reason that the 7 is on the right and the 11 is on the left is because back in the day, they used to play 5 players up front like this, and it went 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And so what wound up happening is we had – this was the formations way back in the day before soccer started to evolve. I'm going to move all the white players out the way. So if you look, it used to be a 2-3-5. So you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So what wound up happening is they said, okay, this is the right defender, this is the left defender. We're going to move these 2 down in the middle, and then our 8 and our 10 are going to drop in. And this became known as the 4-3-3. 4 defenders, 3 midfielders, 3 attackers, 3 forwards. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I gave you way more than you needed to know, but this is just so you could have this, because next year you're going to be playing with the big dogs. You're going to need to have all the information that you have. All right, so let's see. 7, the 2 is on the right, 3 is on the left. 7. So you were the 11 this game. And the 9 was up here. The 6 was down here. Okay, so you guys are defending this goal. All right, so if we go back, your 3, your left back, stepped to my winger. So you're the 11. My 2 is way back here. The 7's got the ball. So this was good recognition of play. If he steps to the ball, look at this space back here. This is dangerous. This is a very, very high step. You recognize this. You stood back here. Now, the ball got knocked in for a throw-in. This doesn't mean that you go back to where you are. The space still needs to be covered. If I were you, I would have stayed here or communicated with your teammate, hey, get back so I can go forward. Until this rotation happens, you should never leave this space because this space is now being defended by you. If we go back to here, ball goes out for a throw-in, and this space is wide open. Mateo sees the space immediately. As the ball, and my team is instructed to go quickly. When we're in the attack, pick that ball up, throw it into space because the other team's going to be waiting to set up. So we immediately get it into play. Mateo is able to get behind you guys here. If you were in a position to defend, if you were back here already, I think Mateo, he gets the ball like this. We collapse the space here, here, and here. He breaks through to here, gets the ball. And this is actually a terrible shot, but he takes it anyway, and he scores a goal. Sometimes that's the way it is. We just have to make sure that one of the things I told my players this last year was try not to just play your position. We're looking to, in the attack, play into space, and then in defense, we want to guard the space. So if you see space is open at the left back position and you're a left winger, you need to be able to drop into that left back space. All right, let's watch some more clips. This is a fun one. I think this is Connor just being a beast.
Mm-hmm.
Shot, Connor gets it. And I think your coach said, we're going to be punting the ball. So he sends that ball. 1, 2, goal. You think that was a goal? I don't know. I don't know if I thought that was a goal. I went back and watched this. So right here, what's the rule for goal? Can half of the ball be over the line?
No.
What has to happen?
The whole ball?
The whole ball. Do you think the whole ball crossed right here?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm glad he gave y'all the goal because that was amazing. I'm going crazy. All right, let's keep going. Find more touches. Coming back on defense. Our throw. I think this is you over here. What happened there? Omar being a clumsy. Let's keep going. Subs. Next highlight. It's a goal. Do you know if you're on or off right here? I can't find you.
I don't see.
Oh, you're coming back on. Here we go. Looks like you're a center forward right here. Did you play center forward?
Yeah, I did.
You did? Nice. I'm trying to find what position you are. So I'm not sure what you're playing here. Looks like you are floating back out to the left. And this is dangerous. We're on the counter. Oh, man. You got to be more aggressive on this. You got to be more aggressive on this. This was an opportunity for you here. Let's back it up. I didn't even know that this happened. All right, so you're in the right place. This is exactly where you need to be. You're recognizing Connor's going to punt the ball in the opposite box. And my keeper, for whatever reason, doesn't grab it. Don't be afraid to be aggressive here. One of the things that I was thinking that just hit me as I was watching this is your first game without your cast on, or maybe this is like your first weekend of soccer without your cast on, right? I think you had the splint. So I can tell there's moments where you're kind of timid because you're thinking about your hand. You don't want to hurt it again. So in the future, I know that you're going to be playing more aggressive, but I just wanted to point this out here. Don't make it easy for the other team. On stuff like this, get in there, knock them over, use your shoulder. Don't make that easy. Make that a challenge. Put stress on us because you were in the right place. You could have made that. You could have turned that into a goal easily. Seeing if we can get that ball back into your feet. Oliver taking selfish shots. I secretly love it and hate it. All right. I think we're good here. I'm looking at the time. We're about 33 minutes in. Keaton, thanks for joining. I'll look back on some other film, and we can do this again.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, buddy. Talk to you later.
Bye.